All right, members, we can go ahead and vote on item number 1. So item 1 is before us. Item 1 is before us, members. Let's open the roll. Close the roll. Tabulate the votes.
11 ayes.
Thank you. Let's go next to items numbers 2 and 3 are before us. Items 2 and 3. Open the roll. Close the roll. Tabulate the votes.
Ten ayes.
Okay. Thank you very much. So, Madam Clerk, okay, Madam Clerk, do we have any cards for public comment? And so, for the members of the public who are here,
Yes, there are
and
cards for public comment.
Thank you. For the members of the public who are here in chambers and also listening at home, we will be taking public comment both on the phone and in person. So we're going to go first to our public comment who are here, and the first speaker is Lionel Morris. So I'd like to ask Mr. Morris to come forward, please, for comment. And the center aisle will need to be cleared so that members of the public can come and comment. Mr. Morris, are you here? Is Mr. Morris here in the chambers? I don't see him. All right, the next speaker is Jason Reedy. Is Mr. Reedy here? Is Jason Reedy here? Please raise your hand so I can see that you're trying to make your way to the podium. All right, Mr. Reedy appears not to be here. The next speaker is Joseph Williams. Is Joseph Williams here? I do not see Joseph Williams approaching the podium. Next speaker is Andrew Graebner. Andrew Graebner? Andrew Graebner. I don't see Mr. Graebner in the chambers. And then the final speaker is Lori Condinas. Is Lori Condinas here? It's difficult because people are blocking the podium, but if you could please indicate that you're here so that we can try and give you your opportunity to speak. I don't see Ms. Condinas either, so let's go ahead and go to the callers who are calling in for public comment. So, again, for the members of the public, please note that today's meeting will include a call-in option, and we're going to go to that next. So, Madam Clerk, would you please read out the call-in information that was also provided on the agenda?
Thank you. As indicated on the agenda, members of the public wishing to offer public comment should call 669-254-5252 and use meeting ID number 160-535-8466, and then press pound. Then press pound again when prompted for participant ID. Once admitted into the meeting, press *9 to request to speak. When it is your turn to speak, an automated Zoom voice will ask you to press *6 to unmute. Let me repeat, call 669-254-5252 and use meeting ID number 160-535-8466, and then press pound. Then press pound again when prompted for participant ID. Once admitted into the meeting, press *9 to request to speak. When it is your turn to speak, an automated Zoom voice will ask you to press *6 to unmute.
So, to members of the public calling in, when it's your turn to speak, please state which of the agenda items you'd like to speak on. You have 1 minute per item to speak, up to 3 minutes total, and if you wish, 1 minute for general public comment. Please speak to the items before beginning general public comment. We'll tell you when your time's up. When speaking on the agenda items, you must be on topic. Our goal is to get through as many of the speakers as we can. If you're not on topic, or if we can't tell whether you're on topic, the president or I will give you one brief warning. At that point, you need to get clearly immediately on topic, or again stay off topic. The president will cut you off, and you'll forfeit the rest of your speaking time, and we'll move on to the next speaker. The items that are open for public comment are items 4 through 33. That's 4 through 33. So when it's your turn to speak, for people calling in, an automated Zoom voice will prompt you to press *6 to unmute yourself. If you don't do so, council staff will prompt you once more. At that point, you need to promptly unmute yourself, or unfortunately, you'll forfeit your speaking time. Finally, we understand that you may be listening to the meeting on your computer, channel 35, or other device, but when it's your turn to speak, please turn down the volume on those other devices right away. Between feedback and a time delay, it really causes a great deal of problems if you're listening on both devices. Also, while you're waiting to speak, please keep one ear to the phone because of the time delay. If you're not listening on the phone, you won't immediately hear when it's your turn to press *6 to unprompt yourself. And with that, Mr. President, we are ready to begin public comment.
Thank you very much. Let's go ahead and start with the first public speaker, please.
Caller, please state your name. Caller, please state your name and the items you'd like to speak on.
My name is Len Moses. I'd like
Mr.
to
Moses,
speak
which
on
items would you like to speak on?
27 through 29, 31, 30, 32, 33. And general public comment, please.
All right. You'll have 3 minutes to speak on the item, sir, and then 1 minute for general public comment.
All right, thank you, sir. Politicians and diapers are two things that should be changed often, and for the same reason. To the items, the Los Angeles Sleazy Council is a criminally insane institution of organized crime, and nothing more. Relation to items 27 through 29, special election to replace Urani Martinez, some call the hag from hell, District 6. This motion should be done, of course. District 6 needs representation, but along with it should be the motion that for the ballot measure to increase the city council size, the sleazy council size. I'm sorry. I heard what we get is 2 times the council members, 2 times the corruption at double the price. It doesn't sound like a good deal to us. We need representation instead of these people representing themselves. What they get public is half the work, but nothing's in there about the salaries. We want the salaries cut in half also. You forgot to mention that when you amended the motion the other day, Rahman. You don't want your salary cut. Number 30, the resolution of Farrell and Hutt on reproductive freedom. Vote no on this unless you include the right to exist by homeless people. You regularly abuse with 4118 motions evicting the homeless. Vote no on this unless you include the right to live. You people are going to go down in history as the lowest dogs on the planet. People don't have a right to exist, and you have the audacity to talk about reproductive freedom. What about the people that are already here? Evicting people under underpasses. Put them out in the street in the sun so they could die, right? Total hypocrisy. You have number 31, increase internet connectivity contract by $500,000, but still zero assistance by HUD for African Marketplace in Lamert Park. Unless I've missed something, and I hope I have. Buscayenas and Lee, you're a total complete disgrace. You give good Asian people a bad name. 4118 motions, 17 of them to evict homeless people from underpasses.
And you can go on to general if you wish, Speaker.
Thank you, sir. What a disgrace. A disgrace to humanity. Buscaino, you trailer trash, racist. You have no compassion for anybody. And Lee, you the same. Hut, how are you going to vote on this? They voted for yours the other day, but this is how the sleazy council works. You vote for mine, I'll vote for yours. We are watching. How are you going to vote? Most of these people are black, Ms. Hutt. How are you going to vote? Dawson also voted yes on your 4118s to abuse the homeless the other day, but that's no surprise. Number 33, install current prices, President Pro Tem of the sleazy, corrupt city council. Whenever there's something racial that happens, you cart out one of these Sambo Uncle Tom Negroes to appoint them to some commission or position. Well, here we go with Price. That doesn't fix anything. We want the systemic corruption at City Hall ended now. We don't want homeless people abused. We don't want $700,000 per unit HHH fund abuse of Dawson, Cedillo, Farrell, and the rest of these clowns. We want equity for the homeless and everyone else. Thank you.
Thank you, Speaker.
Thank you. Next speaker, please.
Caller, please state your name and the item you wish to speak on.
Good morning, MJ King speaking on item 32 in general public comment.
Very good. You have a minute for each. Please begin.
On item 32, 4118 is steeped in anti-blackness, promotes police violence, and must end. 4118, stop expanding it, end it completely. Experiencing poverty is not a crime. As a constituent of Kevin De Leon, I'm disgusted that he's enjoying a paid vacation on our dime, getting paid to go on this press tour with no apology and no communication with his constituents. Y'all need to listen to your constituents and break quorum until they resign.
Did you want to speak on the item, Speaker? Apparently not, so I think we can go on to the next speaker.
Can we also turn the volume up a bit on the public speakers so that the members of the council can hear the members of the public who are trying to speak? Thank you. Right. But if that speaker is concluded, we can go to our next speaker.
Caller, please state the item you'd like to speak on.
Hello, I would like to speak on items 27 through 33, general public comment.
Sure, so you have 2 minutes for those items, followed by a minute for general. Please begin.
With regard to item 27, for a replacement for Nuri Martinez, there is a lot more that needs to be considered before this item goes up for a vote. First off, we don't have a complete legitimate city council. There are multiple people that also need to resign in consideration for their special elections. So I am not really sure why this business is continuing to be conducted with regard to items 27 and 28. They're pretty much related. All this is being up for the vote, and though people deserve representation, we don't have the resignations necessary. There was some commentary with regard to business being handled, and that continuing such business is going to continue from the city council members due to Cedillo and Kevin De Leon not being persuaded by the stopping of business as usual. However, I would counter that with the consideration that there is no healing involved in this. None of these items here with regard to Nuri Martinez's replacement is a holistic solution. So I'm really apprehensive as to why this is even being brought forward when there have not been a complete resignation of everyone involved in the racist gerrymandering that has been involved. It's really disappointing. With regard to item 32, 4118 is so inhumane. I just witnessed some sweeping happening, and our houseless community is being abused. This is state-sanctioned violence. Absolutely disgusting. And for this to be continued, for additional places, additional zonings to occur to allow sanitation and LAPD and LASD to be involved in continuing battering of constituents it's so classist, it's so racist. It's absolutely unacceptable. Where is your humanity? It's absolutely unacceptable for our council members to try to justify these legislations with a slow-going incremental implementation of, oh, we're going to provide housing. Where's the housing? Where is the permanent housing? Where is the human rights? I don't see it anywhere in this legislation. And for you to be involved in that proposal and for Marquise Harris Dawson to switch his vote around, absolutely bitch made. And it's especially for Buscaino and Lee, the proposal for District 15, it's just, there's just no human rights involved. You should be ashamed of yourself. Absolutely. All this zoning, Zig, Gaffey Street, 449th Street. These are the working class people. These are people who need your love, your compassion, and where you don't have it.
You can go into general if you wish, Speaker.
This meeting is hella illegitimate. Y'all know better. And for y'all to say last week, oh, we have to continue business because Angelinos need us. No, we need healing. We are continuing to hurt. The people that are there chanting y'all down, oh, they have something to say. And y'all aren't listening. So until y'all begin listening and having changed behavior, all 10 of y'all or whoever many that's over there breaking quorum half the time, I have 20 screenshots of last week when y'all broke quorum so many times in public comments. So it's hard to even keep track. But in any case, y'all are hella illegitimate. KDL needs to resign. His apology tour wasn't shit. I just witnessed him bounce in and out of KBLA, and he's trying to deflect. He's trying to blame Kern Price. He's trying to throw everybody else under the bus. And he won't do the one thing that we're asking for, that we're demanding, and that is resigning. I yield the rest of my time. Fuck all of y'all.
Next speaker.
Thank you. Next speaker, please.
Yes, I'm calling for a general comment.
Very good. You have a minute. Please begin.
Yes, I see all of the people in the audience. I just want you to raise your hands. We hear you, and we see you, and we support you, and we love you. We need to ensure that Kevin De Leon resigns immediately. I live in City District 14. The Latino community, Chicano community stands in support of Black reparations for Black people. All of you should resign right now and give all your money to Black people. They have served this country, love this country. They have given up their lives. We see you all dancing in the crowd, and we love you, and we see you. And all of you who are people of color on the city council, you should walk out right now to break quorum. Stand in solidarity and go into the crowd. Don't just sit there. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
They have
Next
served
speaker,
this
please.
country, love this country.
Sorry, had you concluded, speaker? All right, next speaker, please.
Yes.
Caller, please state the items you'd like to speak on. Caller, please state the items you'd like to speak on.
Speaker, are you there? If so, please press star 6 right away.
Can you hear me?
We can. Which items would you like to speak on?
Item 32 in general public comment.
Very good. You have a minute free. Please begin.
Yeah, once again, there should be no meeting. The way that you guys conduct this is ableist, classist, anti-Black. Having this, I had to call in 4 times and got hung up on, tried to unmute all these different times. This is an illegitimate council. It has been illegitimate long before you guys were on tape. You want to just barrel through. Of course, Buscaino is trying to further criminalize homelessness in the middle of an absolute anti-Black racist catastrophe in city council. And still want to push damaging, deadly legislation through. There's an unhoused person dying every 5 hours in this city. And you guys just want to push on like we're going to allow business as usual while KDL and Gil continue to rob the people of money and of representation.
You have no concern whatsoever for the actual laws of gerrymandering and committing social genocide against the unhoused that this council does on a regular basis, but yet we're very concerned that people go in the right order when we speak public comment. And don't you dare fucking go off topic, or we will cut you off, no matter if you're an indigenous woman, doesn't matter. We have fucking rules here, don't you know? But the rules don't apply to Seville. The rules don't apply to KDL. They never applied to Nuri. You guys commit social genocide, and you have expired the tenant protections despite knowing that this is going to explode the homeless population, which is, guess what, predominantly black. All of this is on purpose. You kill poor black people on purpose. This council is racist, classist, ableist, and anti-black. It's illegitimate. Overturn 4118. Cancel the expiration of the tenant protection. We will not allow you to return to business as usual. Every fucking decision that you've made is illegitimate. This council is organized crime. If you don't resign, we won't have meetings. Fuck every single one of you. I yield my time.
Thank you. Next speaker, please.
Caller, please state the items you'd like to speak on.
Are you there, speaker? Speaker, if you're there, please press *6 right away. Okay, I guess we need to go on to the next speaker.
Okay, let's move to the next speaker, please.
Caller, please state the name. Please state your name and the item you'd like to speak on.
Hi, I would like to speak on item 33 in general public comment.
Very good. So you have 1 minute for the item, followed by 1 minute for general. Please begin.
Hi, my name is Tanisha Dene, and I have the pleasure of serving as the Executive Administrative Assistant for South Central United, a nonprofit organization. And I'd like to speak on behalf of myself and South Central United and support the nomination of Councilman Curran Price to be our next President Pro Tem. Right now, Los Angeles really needs complete transparency with an unwavering flag for all of its members, which are the right steps to healing. Councilman Price is someone who has and has always led by example with the United Front. And I mean, with his experience, we are able to build towards and forward. Councilman Price is a prime example of a true builder and an advocate for workers and their families, working directly with increasing the minimum wage, $15 an hour, and paid sick leave. I mean, he's championed many major progressive policies that have directly impacted families everywhere, and that's what Los Angeles really, really needs right now. Having been reelected in a district where 15% represents those who look like him and 85% of those who don't, I believe that his position in the community is proven.
You can go into general if you wish, Speaker.
I'm very confident Councilman Price is the change that Los Angeles really, really needs as the next President Pro Tem.
Thank you very much. Let's go to our next speaker, please.
Caller, please state the item you'd like to speak on.
Caller, are you there? If so, please press *6 to unmute yourself. So, caller, one more chance. It's your turn to speak, so please press *6 to unmute yourself. I suggest we go on to the next speaker. The caller seems not to be there.
All right, let's go to the next speaker, please.
Caller, please state the items you wish to speak on.
Hi there. Just to let you all know that when you ask us to press *6, the message still hasn't gone off to allow us to speak. Just want to make that clear.
Thank you. Which items would you like to speak on?
I'd like to speak on item 33 and public comment, please.
Very good. So you have 1 minute for each speaker. Please start with 33.
Okay, well, good morning, everyone. My name is Johnny Andrade. I'm a resident of South Los Angeles that was born and raised and lived in South Los Angeles, specifically in Council District 9. As president of the South Central Neighborhood Council, chair of the Union Community Police Advisory Board, and just a community leader, we as a whole are disgusted by the comments made by Latino leadership and urge them to leave their positions. With that said, we all support the nomination of Councilmember Kern Price to be our next president pro tem. Councilmember Kern Price does not see color unlike other folks. With his unwavering support to the undocumented community, keeping our community clean, and also being able to be that ear and listen to residents regardless of color, creed, or their background. He has been a very much strong supporter of South Los Angeles. That has an area that has historically
And you can
been
go on to
left
general
behind.
if you wish, Speaker.
My general comment, I'd like to continue, is given my public comment will be on Councilmember Kern Price just moving forward, that South Los Angeles being left behind as a whole, the dumping ground for homeless, the area where we have the most low-income housing, and that's here in our area. Councilmember still finds time and provides opportunities to our young people, to our small businesses, and to generally our senior citizens, and continues to support our area as a whole and our community. So I go ahead and I'd like to state that he would be the best pick for pro tem president. Thank you.
Thank you, Speaker.
Thank you very much, Speaker. Next caller, please.
Caller, please state the item you wish to speak on.
Yes, hello, can you hear me?
Yes, we can. Loud and clear. Which items would you like to speak on?
Yes, 27 through 29 and general public comment.
Sure. So you have 3 minutes for those items, and then following that 1 minute for general. So please begin.
Thank you. Yeah, this is Sean O'Brien of Venice. I was calling I heard that you guys were trying to reform LA. This is something kind of new. I hope everybody's listening. I want you to pay close attention. LA is too big. It's too dysfunctional. It's too bureaucratic. You guys cannot govern. You are now talking about increasing the size of the city council. What I'm asking you to do is do a 180 and actually make LA smaller. How do you do that? You allow cities like Venice, San Fernando to exit the city of Los Angeles. Make LA smaller. You want to reform LA? Reform LA by making it smaller so you guys can actually govern. With general public comment.
Well, it sounds like that was actually general. Did you want to talk on the items? I think you said 27 through 29 about the possible special election.
Yeah, well, I'd like you guys to table that until you have a new sitting council. You have elections in 2 weeks. This needs to be made by the new city council. You got to wait. Again, make LA smaller, reform LA by making it smaller, allow cities like Venice to leave the city of LA. Thank you.
Thank you, Speaker.
Thank you very much, Speaker. Let's go to the next caller, please.
Caller, please state the items you wish to speak on.
Hello, good morning.
Hi, which items would you like to speak on?
Item 33, general comment.
Very good. So you have 1 minute for each. Please begin with 33.
Thank you. Good morning, everyone. My name is Ricardo Marquez. I was raised and born in El Salvador, but I immigrated to South LA. I'm a youth community member. I'm a leader in my area. I'm also part of the Newton CPAC Advisory Board. I'm also sitting in the Latino Coalition Board, and I'm here to support the nomination of Councilmember Kern Price to be our next president pro term. it's imperative that we unify the city of LA, the community, and my fellow brothers and sisters. As a fellow Latino, I am disgraced of what happened in City Council, and I would like to have Mr. Price, given the fact that I know him, I can have all the confidence that he will bring unity and healing into our community, and we must move forward to make sure that we have a competent community leader who's going to hear us, everyone across the side, Latinos, African Americans, young people, old people, and the best place and the best guy to have us representing City Council is Mr. Price. So that's what I'm here for. Hopefully everyone can hear loudly that Latinos, young people, and all of my friends and folks want Mr. Price to be our next President pro tempore. Thank you.
Thank you. You have an extra minute for general. Did you want to use it?
Well, yes, actually. Why do we need Price in here? Because I personally have been working for years, 5 to 6 years, in community leaders, working with clergy, working with small business and nonprofits and churches and all of that. And Mr. Price has always been center and forefront, making sure that he gives us resources, if not work collaboratively with anyone to make sure that we improve quality of life. South LA has actually been uplifted through his work in the last couple of years, and because he has bring unity and has the leadership, he can bring that to the entire city of LA. So that's why we need to have him rather than anyone else that is going to bring disgrace. Mr. Price brings trust, he brings experience, and he brings unity, and that's what we need right now. Thank you.
Thank you. Appreciate your calling.
Thank you very much. Next caller, please.
Caller, please state the items you wish to speak on.
Hi, I'd like to speak on 27, 28, 29, 33 in general.
Sure. So you have 3 minutes for the items. Start with those, and then 1 minute for general public comment. Please begin.
Great. I'm not going to list off all of my titles and affiliations because I'm speaking on behalf of myself as an individual, and I don't want to purport that I'm speaking on behalf of South LA. I just want to say that it's nice to see Karen Price actually recuse himself properly for once. Regarding the special elections, Angelenos need city council members that are going to look out for the city's best interest and not just worry about their own power base. We need council people that listen to their constituents and act with their communities in mind. Angelenos don't want to spend our time yelling at council, but Nuri made it so that yelling and protesting is the only way the public could be heard, and you're all complicit in this because you let it happen. You're taking hours of public comment right now, but it's just to keep us placated. Most of you are not actually listening, and many of you have absolute disdain for the public. You get up and you walk around or you play with your phones during public comment.
Do you want to speak to the items?
I am getting back around to Nuri. So yesterday at Pause, Koretz muted anyone that criticized him, saying they were off topic, and you could hear him giggling while doing it because the fool didn't mute his mic. Let's not even get into how NCs with CISs have to fight to be heard. I hope that CD6 elects someone that treats stakeholders with respect, because that's what Angelenos need. I want to talk about how protesters that saw the racist and hateful actions of this council for what they were and didn't need the aid of leaked tapes are now being charged for calling it out. Their reward for being right is legal bills and being smeared in the press. You can't tell me that the council didn't have a hand in the recent charges filed by Fuhrer. And if you didn't ask for them, you didn't put a stop to them. The LA Times is doing your bidding too. We've all heard your dangerous rhetoric comparing peaceful protest to an insurrection. We all saw Joey threaten to call DCFS and break up a young black family because a father, a black man, had the audacity to call out anti-black racism. That casual wielding of government power in such a traditionally racist way in council chambers still makes me shudder. We've seen the videos of how protesters have been treated the last 2 weeks. Some of you joined in protests yesterday, but it doesn't make up for the police and riot gear at City Hall and the violence that has been doled out. Let's hope new council members don't perpetuate this violence on Angelenos. You seriously need to rethink how you're treating Angelenos, especially those that have been unafraid to call City Hall out on its racist and hateful bullshit. If you think heftily pushing through half-baked reforms is the way to keep your job, think again. You need to listen to Angelenos, and you need to make thoughtful reforms. Fuck Gil, fuck Seven, those assholes need to stop sucking at the government teat and let their CDs be represented by someone that deserves the position. Fuck you. I'm done.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Next speaker, please.
Caller, please state the items you'd like to speak on.
Hello?
Hi, which items would you like to speak on?
Hi, item 33 in general public comment.
Very good. You have a minute for each. Please begin with item 33.
Okay, thank you. My name is Genesis and I'm part of Comunidades Indígenas en Liderazgo. I support the nomination of Council Fern Price to be our next president pro tem. And for the general public comment, I would like to go ahead and say that we are still demanding the immediate resignation of council members De Leon and Cedillo. The racist, anti-Indigenous, anti-Black, anti-Semitic, and homophobic remarks made during that October 2021 meeting are rooted in centuries of colonization and oppression, and they continue to perpetuate the violence against our community. And we also think it's equally important that the city must commit to implementing and fully funding a robust language access plan so that all residents can finally access services that have been too long denied. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Next speaker, please.
Caller, please state the items you'd like to speak on.
Hello, I'd like to speak on general public comment.
Very good. You have a minute. Please begin.
Thank you. I'm a resident of CD14, and I just wanted to respond to Councilmember De Leon's comments on CBSOA again. He explained that the reason why he's not resigning is because his council district would be left voiceless if he were to leave. But I would just note that he was prepared to leave to become mayor. So it just underscores his disingenuousness. And again, I would call for him to resign. That's all I have to say. Thank you.
Thank you, Speaker.
Thank you very much. Next speaker, please.
Caller, please state the items you'd like to speak on.
Hi, Speaker, are you there? Speaker, if you're there, please press star 6 to unmute yourself.
Hi, thank you. I'd like to comment on item number 33, please.
Sure, you have a minute. Please begin.
Thank you. I'd like to, my name is Richard Corral. I am the CEO and principal consultant of Corral Consulting. I'm calling in support of President Pro Tem Curran Price's nomination and vote for today. I think Councilmember Price really is the leader that we need at this current moment, not only due to his ability to represent the diverse constituents of his district, but also his ability to do this citywide. Also, in terms of his record and ability to get things done in the district, whether it's hotel living wage or banning the box, or even food, policies around sidewalk vending, as well as even some of the policies advanced during COVID to address housing homelessness as well as income insecurity. Definitely has a strong track record of being able to get things done across diverse constituents and in addition to his colleagues as well.
Thank you,
very
Speaker.
much.
Appreciate your call.
Thank you. Next speaker, please.
Caller, please state the items you'd like to speak on. Caller with the last 4 digits 0110. Please unmute yourself by typing in star 6.
So, Speaker, please press star 6 right now to unmute yourself, otherwise we'll have to move on. Okay, I think we should probably move on to the next speaker then. Sorry about that.
All right, let's go to the next speaker, please.
Caller, please state the items you wish to speak on. Caller with the last digits 18